There's certainly no doubt that he's talented and showcases exceptional abilities, but the curiosity behind his journey and how he got international recognition so quickly still remains. His extraordinary work has secured him a constant place in the headlines with mixed reviews from all sorts of people. Discover how Charlie Woods just did the unbelievable and left everybody speechless. What just happened is really shocking and has completely turned the golf world upside down. Charlie Woods burst onto the national golf stage 3 years ago when at age 11 he joined his father Tiger in playing at the PNC Championship. Now this marks the 4th consecutive time Team Woods has competed at the Ritz-Carlton Golf Club to end the year. Over that span, we've seen Charlie make his first eagle, shape shots both ways, display a mighty recoil with his driver, and drain long birdie putts, all while displaying many of the same mannerisms we've seen from his Hall of Fame father over the past 25 years. Last year at age 14, Charlie stepped back at tee and played from the same distance as the likes of John Daly, Jim Furyk, Nelly Korda, Vijay Singh, and Steve Stricker. According to GolfDigest.com, I think his speed had gone dramatically up since last year, Tiger said when assessing Charlie's game. But I think that more than anything it's just the fact that he's grown so fast. The aches and pains of growing, just, teenage life. I sort of didn't have the speed that he has at that age, Tiger said, but also I didn't have the equipment either. The equipment is so different. One thing that's difficult to quantify from watching Charlie on television each year is how his skills compare with other junior golfers in the country. He's seen alongside the most famous golfer on the planet hitting great golf shots, and annually, whether on social media or from people in the gallery, there are those who contend that he'll have a long, successful PGA Tour career and even potentially win major championships like his old man. While that could happen, it's also wise to pump the brakes and realize how far Charlie has come in a relatively short time. After all, he mostly played soccer growing up in South Florida, and it wasn't until 2020, when COVID-19 locked down the world, that Charlie found a deeper passion for golf and started to take the game more seriously. That was only 3 years ago. People need to quit comparing him to other kids who've been playing competitive golf for more time, said a Golf Digest Top 50 teacher in America. People need to wait and see where he is in 5 years, 10 years. Of course, that's nearly impossible because his last name is Woods, but the point is valid. Charlie's ultra-talented, and while he's still newer to competitive golf, he has the opportunity to excel long-term because of the wealth of experience that he can tap into and the opportunity to learn from the GOAT on how to play and prepare. The aforementioned Top 50 teacher said, "So many juniors never get exposed to that. In fact, one of the things I've found is that young players who grow up around really good players have an edge on learning to play. Now, he obviously has a huge leg up in that department. So what'll be interesting moving forward is to see how Charlie might compare to his peers if exposed to more national competition." What a media frenzy when Tiger Woods and son Charlie played together at the PNC Championship last month. Patrick Harrington said, "This is the first tournament I've ever played in that Tiger Woods is playing it and that he's not the star of the show. He should note that himself. We're all going down that range and everybody is stopping to watch son Charlie." The obvious reaction that week was to paint Charlie, dressed in Nike, club twirling and mimicking so many of the mannerisms of his 15-time major-winning dad, as a mini-me version, a chip off the old block. Years ago, when Charlie was just 11 and competing in golf tournaments, one of the expert golfers said, "He's just 11 years old. He doesn't need to be compared to Tiger. He doesn't need to be compared to anybody," Thomas said. "He just needs to enjoy the game and hopefully we'll be able to help him enjoy Saturday a little bit more." While most people say Charlie got to peak all because of his dad Tiger, Tiger is not only a 15-time champion, but also the biggest name in the history of golf. Tiger has been on stage practically since he could walk. Now, he was asked at his pre-tournament press conference how he determined that now was the appropriate time to expose Charlie to the bright lights of news coverage and the accompanying media scrutiny. Tiger said, "Charlie's been playing in junior tournaments and out in front and having people video him. This is a different world that we live in now, and everyone has a phone, and everyone has an opportunity for video," Woods said. The most encouraging words for Charlie's future in the game may be that it was Charlie who pleaded with his dad that he wanted to play in this competition. When PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan asked Charlie what other sports he played, Charlie told him he was focused on golf. leading Monahan to wonder if he hit balls every day. Charlie smiled and said that he did. "It's deepening our bond," Tiger said of teaming up with his son this week. "It's not about anybody else, it's about us, as it should be." Woods shot a 1 under par 71 at the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship qualifier at Eagle Trace Golf Club in Florida on Wednesday. Woods, the 15-year-old son of legendary golfer Tiger Woods, won the qualifier by 1 shot and will take part in the July 22nd to 27th tournament at Oakland Hills County Club's North and Restored South courses. The 264-player field, composed of the top golfers younger than 19, will play 2 rounds of stroke play on both courses before the top 64 enter match play on the South course to settle the championship. The winner will get an exemption into the 2025 U.S. Open at Oakmont. There are already 78 players who received an exemption in the field as the top-ranked amateur golfers in the world, including one who will visit Metro Detroit next week, 15-year-old Miles Russell, on a sponsor exemption to the Rocket Mortgage Classic at Detroit Golf Club. The rest of the 264-player field will be filled through top finishers at qualifiers like Woods, who finished strong with 3 birdies between holes 13 and 16 to win after starting the back 9 with the bogey and double bogey. Charlie will walk the slopes of Oakland Hills 20 years after his dad was a member of the U.S. Ryder Cup team that lost to Europe there. Woods played with Phil Mickelson in the two's only partnership in a long Ryder Cup history together, but lost both matches they played to Colin Montgomery and Patrick Harrington, then Darren Clarke and Lee Westwood. Will Charlie Woods be the next Tiger Woods? Well, let's not forget that this world is not kind. As easy as it may seem for Charlie to get worldwide recognition, it comes with its own drawbacks. In golf and in other individual sports, results tell the story. It doesn't matter what your name is attached to. Sure, the name could help a fledgling pro get a sponsor invite into a tournament field here and there, and one of those opportunities might trigger a breakthrough. But most likely, if the professional quality is there, you're not leaning on sponsor invites for very long. Now, Charlie Woods is obviously set up to go as far as his talent and desire allow. The best equipment, access to the best practice facilities and courses, and a pretty fair instructor across the dinner table. Many online viewers shared their views on Reddit. According to most, Charlie is very talented, but not exceptional or 1 in a million. Now, the reason he attracts so many sponsors and rather unnecessary attention from the media is because his dad is really famous. "It's got more to do with Tiger's accomplishments," said one. While another commented, "He's good, but there are many amateurs playing junior golf that are more accomplished. If you Google Nota Begay junior tournaments, you can see some crazy good golfers of all junior ages."